First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and great glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and salutations to the elect pushing his truth to the four corners of the earth in truth and in sincerity. Right, in this particular video, which is going to be a short one, because I'm on a plantation, we're going to talk about that juice and what they're now doing at places of employment. You have jobs like nurses, etc. They're being told to take the juice, and if they don't take the juice, then they'll be suspended for 2 weeks and then fired. And you have plenty of nurses that got fired already for not taking this juice. This is called a soft mandate. So you can't really say it's mandated under the pure definition of making you do something. But they're saying if you don't do this, you won't be able to do certain things like work, go to a park, certain events. And if you do go out to certain places that allow unjuiced up people, you got to sit in the nosebleed seats. You get the worst treatment. But anyway, back to the jobs. If you don't take it, you get fired. First, one nurse tried to explain that they bribed them in the beginning. Well, we'll give you an extra $500 here if you take the juice and you can prove it. And then it gets slowly start turning into being mandated, then putting the pressure on them to be vaccinated, or it's going to be repercussions. And this nurse that was saying it got fired because she refused to take the juice. And they're starting that at my job too. They have where I clock in at. They have where they give you extra money if you take that juice. And I'm pretty sure you brothers and sisters have the same thing at your jobs too. All right. And this is really to us. You know what I'm saying? This is really to the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. They're aiming at us. All right? We're the ones that want the extra money. We're the ones that need that. That's why they're trying to give out free lap dances at the strip club. That's aiming for Jake. Free beer. That's aiming for Jake. Free corn dogs and hot dogs and hamburgers and the soda. You had de Blasio, the mayor of New York, even eating a cheeseburger, drinking a soda. I'm trying to show you how good it is to you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, so you can go out there and get juiced up. This is all against us. Psalms 83:3, and we read, they have taken crafty counsel against our people, right? At least they took crafty counsel against us, our people, man, and consulted against our hidden ones. This is all talking about Jake. All right, we're the hidden ones. All right. But yeah, they took crafty counsel. You even have Joe Butthead. He has a task force that they're talking about how to hype up propaganda around taking that juice to get us to take the juice. This is not about other people, other races, other nations. This is specifically on Israel, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And if you don't take that juice, eventually, where I see it going to is you'll be yoked up and thrown inside one of them C facilities, a FEMA camp, a prison. All right? Because over there in Germany, maybe like 3-4 months ago, they said if you did not follow the old 19 regulations, you get hauled off to a detention facility or a detention camp. All of this is just a prison or FEMA camps or whatever, where they carry out extreme tortures and where they carry out extreme tortures and murder. All right. So this is where things is getting to right now. These camps. This is Revelation chapter 2:10 that we read, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. Now this devil it's talking about is the so-called white man. It's talking about Edom, Esau. He's the so-called white man today. He shall cast some of you into prison, right? Because the spiritual demon Satan is not going to come down here and cast you into prison. His physical counterpart is going to do that, and that's most likely going to be for not taking his mark of the beast, which is the microchip. All right, and we see it getting closer and closer right now to that chip being mandated, because right now they're trying to mandate. If they can mandate the juice, then it's easy to mandate something that helps detect the juice, because they said that MOB helps detect it real fast. They made equipment, all this machinery and shit like that to help detect it, but everybody gotta be chipped up. But he shall cast some of us into prison. It's talking about Esau, that he may be tried, and he shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. That's right.
So first mask mandates, now vaccination mandates. Look, we all know they're fraught for many businesses, many organizations, and sadly, in some cases, have led to violence. What was your calculus in making the decision?
It was very simple, Chris. I think that 70% of our employees after 6 months have been vaccinated. We still had 30% of our employees not vaccinated. And my primary responsibility is to make sure that patients coming to our institution are safe. And I felt that the vaccine mandate would increase their safety. And I think it was very important for us to do that. We have very sick patients who come to the hospital. I don't want people to wonder whether their nurse or the environmental service worker or the unit clerk have been vaccinated. We do a lot of education, and we're going to continue to do that, but I felt that by September 1st, everyone had to be vaccinated.
There was a recent survey, doctor, from the AMA that showed 96% of doctors say they're fully vaccinated. And that number you just told us, 70% of your staff getting the shot, is in line pretty much with state and city hospital workers. So for those who haven't, what's the hesitation, and what are you finding is the best approach?
Well, we know that certainly people of color, minority communities have been discriminated against, have been experimented upon. So you have to overcome that, and you overcome that with education. You show the safety profile of the vaccines. It's really important to do. In addition, you have to tell people, look, you may be young and healthy, but you can still get sick and you can infect others. And of course, we've all seen that young and healthy people can die from this, and young and healthy people can infect others. So really, it is a public health crisis, if you will. And the more people that get vaccinated, you just showed California opening, the more we can open. We can go to ball games, we can go to theater, we can go meet our friends. That's what this is all about. It should not be a partisan issue.
Well, there you have it. They're focusing on us. Now I'm gonna tell you something. Information just came out. I'm gonna find out the woman's name and what she does. But the information is companies are now putting on a list everybody that got juiced, that took that thing. And in 3 years' time, they have to be replaced because they said they have to, not they have to, but it says they're going to be replaced because they'll be moving on. What does that tell you? You heard that right. Everybody that got juiced is being put on a list in companies. And in 3 years, they have to be totally replaced because they're going to be moving on. What does that mean? You already know what that means. But anyway, I'm on the plantation. Let me get out of here. All right? Hope this is edifying. With that, say shalom.